I just realized we missed celebrating Labor Day! Dude, we're like weeks away from Labor Day. Oh, god damn it, you're not wrong. Yeah, Mario, come on. I would know! I don't care about Labor Day. Today where people literally celebrate their labor by not working! Hey, a lot of people do work on Labor Day. But it's a day for a lot of people to have off. It makes no sense. We have a day to celebrate work by ironically not working. It's one of the weirdest holidays we have. Honestly, we need more holidays. Labor Day's the wrong one. It's just really ironic, that's all. It's a day for a lot of the regular working people to celebrate and have off, by making a lot of other people at dead-end jobs having to frickin' work so they can do their shopping or celebrate by going out to golf or having parties and barbecues while we have to frickin' work and suffer for their amusement. Are you okay? I feel like I touched a sensitive spot. I mean, I feel bad for them. Then again, I bet I had been one of those people for a while, so I'm a little sensitive to this subject. Jeez, struck a nerve. Sorry. Oh, this stage's gonna be weird. I gotta figure out how many enemies to kill before I get each star. Well, not like the stars here. It should be hard anyway. So anyway, welcome back, everybody, to more Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2. This is your host, the MJ406. Oh, get out of there! And we are getting even closer to the end of the Green Star Hunt. Feels like it might be only this episode or one more afterwards. Then again, knowing how everything ends, it might be weird how I go about this. I really gotta think this over. But yeah, hunting the green stars here is gonna be a pain. They just gotta remember what plants are on, make sure you get them. Make sure you look for them. As well, they're all on the main mission stream. There's no way any of them would be on the frickin', the planet, the frickin' Gobblegut. Oh, right, it's on the top of each of these, pretty much. Or at least that's where two of them are. This one they literally had to half-ass, just because this planet's so basic. It's literally just a gauntlet of battles. They had to make it really basic to figure these ones out. But anyway, yes, we're continuing on with the Green Star Hunt, and doing what I need to finish off. Go over my 10th year review, since it's my 10-year anniversary of my Let's Play channel. You really did this because you didn't want to keep talking about other things, didn't you? Honestly, it's a little more refreshing than just looking for a topic generator and trying to go from there. It is at least different this time. I guess it is always hard coming up with topics to talk about. It can be hard to come up with something you haven't talked about before, you know? That's the other struggle. How many things have I not talked about in the past? You can just talk about it again, because people probably forgot. It's nice to bring things up again. That's what I'm doing right now! That's not what I meant! There's no pleasing you, is there? Not really.
Yes.
I should have figured. Anyway, yes, Year 10 review. One that should be easier for me to remember, because it's literally just last year. 2022! A year I thought was actually a great time as well. Like, I honestly thought my last few years have been great. I've been starting to realize, you know, more about, you know, just opening up and just more being myself and actually trying to, I don't know, I feel like they effectively try to incorporate comedy a little better, like starting from like last year onward, instead of just being completely awkward the entire time. At least I feel like it comes a little easier to me. Ow! Mind you, I probably shouldn't watch more stand-up. Anyway, yes, basically starting off the year, it started really late last year. Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon, which is also blind because I never played it technically beforehand. And while I wanted to, because, well, I just remembered seeing it. I think it was the first game I saw some weird skateboarding thing when my brother was playing it. I just never got to. I was like, I'd rather just play 2. So I was a stupid kid back then who really stuck with his ways. A very, very stubborn child. And, well, I missed out on probably the best Spyro game. Then again, I would still say it is. I had a lot of fun with Spyro 2, I will admit. Spyro 3! Idiot. Yep, that's the one. Keep drinking! The drinking game's still going! God damn it, Mario! Stop doing the drinking game, please! But either way... Oh, I thought it would have been here. No, it's probably the frickin' moles. Ugh. I gotta deal with the moles now. But, yeah, either way, the year started off well, at least I thought it would. They don't let you jump out of this water very well. Haha! Don't need your sling star, bitch! It's almost hard to actually not get that star, honestly. That would really suck if I had to jump on a Luma repeatedly to get one. That would have been a dick move, honestly. But yep, that ended around the same time. Honestly, all the LPs around that time did. That's one of the only times I've had, like, every LP end at almost the same exact time. Except for Spyro, actually. That ended a week early. Spyro Year of the Dragon was the first of those to end. It ended a week early. It was the only rough point in my schedule. They didn't all end at the same time. It was such a weird coincidence that that happened, though. I definitely did not plan that. Right, don't forget the second star, you idiot! I mean, I could have gone for the last one had I ignored this, but even still, I shouldn't be stupid and forget about it. Also going on around that time, Shovel Knight King Cards ended on Sundays, and that's where I brought in Donkey Kong Country, a game I said I wasn't going to do for the channel because I realized, you know, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was. And I wanted to do more Donkey Kong for the channel, and since I only did TK64 prior, figured going through the Country trilogy would be great, and I started off with the first game. So, yeah. And I thought I did it rather well. Except for some of the secret hunting. Then again, that's always was a pain in the Donkey Kong Country games. The first one in particular, because it had some of the worst. Oh, that one stage I'll never forget, having to take Ostrich all the way back to the beginning, and having to friggin' figure out where all the weird gaps were, the holes, to find all 5 bonuses at one stage. That was fun, though. Mario Luigi Dream Team basically strided its way to the end as well, the second half. Still a great game. The LP, not quite as good as Inside Story, but still a fun time. And, well, I still feel like Dream Team drags a bit, which is the only reason I don't like it as much as Inside Story, because I do like the gameplay better, but the game drags a bit too long. It feels like some of the segments are unnecessary. And the main segments themselves are pretty long. But this is good if you want them beefy, but if nothing happens in all that time, it can get a little monotonous. Dream Team is still great, though. That reminds me, I gotta go over my friggin' Mario RPG rankings in Paper Mario 1000 Year Door at some point. Then again, I'll have the perfect opportunity for that. We'll get over that when we can do that. Make sure you're watching that, by the way, instead of talking about Mario RPGs anyway. Yawn! Move on! Sorry. Let's see. Super Smash Bros. Subspace Emissary ended around the beginning of the year. So I also got to doing Mario Party 8 solo mode because, yeah, Star Battle Arena. I thought it was fun. And, well, actually, yeah, I thought the actual appeal was fun, but still reminding myself it's my least favorite core Mario Party because the Waggle Fest that Mario Party 8 is. I don't care if you feel nostalgia for it. I don't care if it's one of your favorites. The waggling that Mario Party 8 brings makes me hate 8. I just can't appreciate Mario Party 8 because of how much waggle it entails. That's why I like 9 better. And 10 better. Yeah, I know. It's blasphemous. I'm sorry. I hate 8 because it's a waggle fest. Yep, really big coincidence that every single game except for Spyro 3 ended around the same time. I got to debut projects 4 days in a row for the first time ever. But nope, didn't have that luxury. So instead, the week before everything else debuted, I got to a game I wanted to get to for so long, but I didn't find a good opportunity. Shantae the Seven Sirens. I finally come back to the Shantae series. And well, that was fun. I got to show what the game was like before the definitive mode came out. So yes, I recorded it early. But you know what? Honestly, I'm happy I did. You got to see what the original game was like before the definitive mode update came out. Because, well, even without definitive mode, the game was still fun. And, well, yeah, the main game, if you didn't play the definitive mode, also got updated. So, yeah, it was nice to get to see how it was for both ends. Because I eventually did an episode to show off the definitive mode differences. Or at least some of them. Which, ow! I thought it was still worth doing. If you ask me, it was. And then all the other 3 projects basically debuted one after the other. Starting with Well, my Saturday project afterwards. Do I remember what that is? Oh my god. Drink again? Sorry. My Saturday projects are not ones I tend to keep track of very often, honestly. That's like the one I usually just wing and hope it goes well. But either way, Saturday was the debut of... wow, he really doesn't remember, does he? I feel bad for him. Oh, right! Of course, a game that went on for a long time. Crash Team Racing! Right. Because I felt like doing that game because I got my Xbox Series X console. And, well, Crash Team Racing was a game I wanted to do for a while. Because I forgot about when I had it on the PS1. It was also nice that I threw in the Nitro Kart content. Yes, I never got to play Nitro Kart because I only had the Game Boy Advance version, which I imagine was very, bare bones compared to the console version, I guess. I guess Nitro Kart was a PS1 game, but I do not remember seeing it at all. So yeah, I remember nothing about Nitro Kart. But yeah, it was a nice addition. And going through the whole story mode for Crash Team Racing game was nice. But how grindy it was reminded me of Diddy Kong Racing. I wasn't nearly as invested with it as Diddy Kong Racing because it didn't feel quite as fun to me. But either way, it was nice to go through that. And that lasted longer than all the other projects around that time. Dante's Seven Sirens, and then the next day, debuted for Sundays. I wanted to get through more Kirby. Instead of going through mainline Kirby games, I wanted to do a spin-off at mainline library for a while. Continue some DS games as well. Kirby Canvas Curse was originally one of my favorite Kirby games, but I guess it has dropped off for me after that LP because I realized how short it is. And more of the fluff of that game is actually all the mission stuff, trying to prove your skills in the game. I do like when Kirby games actually have that, because it, you know, helps extend the life of each Kirby game. And it actually gives you something to challenge yourself. I do appreciate it. It's really necessary to blow up these stars when you ride your shell, by the way, Mario. Yes, of course it is. I figured you'd say that anyway. Well, at least these stars should be easy because you literally just have to swim over to them. Well, the first one, not the second one. And the next day after that, Monday, a project that I felt was highly anticipated, at least for fans that were watching my previous Let's Plays of the series at the time. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. My blind LP of Metal Gear Solid 3 was heavily awaited by fans of my previous two Metal Gear Solid projects. And I don't think I disappointed. I feel like I did that game pretty well, better than the other two. I took people's advice from comments of the previous series to heart, and well, that was actually the game that actually got me to actually like. That's a lot of actuallys. It got me to actually appreciate the Metal Gear Solid series, because 1 and 2 I thought were weird. I thought they were fine, but not, like, amazing. Metal Gear Solid 3 was an amazing game. It had the Kojima charm, but it was actually a really good game around it. It actually gave me an appreciation for the series, so I can say I'm a fan. If only for one game. Metal Gear Solid 3 was great. It was the only Metal Gear Solid game I was willing to replay. Well, I did replay Metal Gear Solid 1 once, but not even like a full playthrough. Metal Gear Solid 3, I replayed through numerous times in the bonus episodes. I had a lot of fun with Metal Gear Solid 3, like, I'll say that much at least. Metal Gear Solid 3 was one heck of a time. Oh, it was so good. Now, one of those games I wish you could play for the first time again. It was great. And since such, Shantae and the Seven Sirens is the first one to end amongst all those projects. Well, I continued my Metroid love because I kind of abandoned it since early the year before. I decided to get to Metroid Samus Returns because, well, Metroid Dread came out and I wanted to celebrate it. But I felt like, while I usually went through the original version of all the games, because Mercury Steam technically did Samus Returns first, I felt like it was also proper to, you know, show their first foray with Metroid. So I did the Metroid 2 remake. With a... Oh, fuck. I missed it. Hang on, I can still get it! No, you can't, Mario! See, there's a dickish one. You don't realize there's a freaking alcove there for you to land on. If you ignore the launch star. Dick move, guys. Dick move. But yeah, I did Metroid Samus Returns. Probably one of my best handled Metroid LPs at that point. And again, the only one I really liked were, well, I like Prime 3 as well. But I thought my Prime 2 replay was also really solid. The rest of my Prime games, because they were early on, and all my other 2D Metro games were early on, I didn't really focus too much on, like, actually, like, coming out with commentary. I'm more focused on the gameplay. Well, Samus Returned was... Samus Returned? Wow, I guess it would be the previous tense, wouldn't it? Samus did indeed return. She returned at some point. I thought it was handled pretty well. I liked it. And then after that came Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, which... that was fun, too. I'm glad I got to finish the mainline Mega Man series, minus 11. I do have to think about getting to that at some point. Am I going to think of that when I get to the Zero games, or if I get to X Legacy Collection 2, though? Who knows? Also, I think about what game we're going to do after Galaxy 2 ends, since we're almost there. I think I have an idea, though. Can finally bring back the Halloween projects, and there's one I've wanted to get to for a long time. I say that discussion once we actually get to the end of this project, though. Remember, do not take the launch star this time. Yes, I heard you. Let me give you a life here, too, if you think about doing this. Again, not a lot of people would think to ignore that launch star, because unless you sit here and wait, you really wouldn't notice this at all. Like, it's really hard to notice. And without the green star, you wouldn't even think of wanting to land here at all. And, oh yes, my longest project that really dragged on the year. Ugh. My second best Pokemon project, that again, I thought Gold was fine and pretty well paced for the most part, even though I forgot some things along the way. Pokemon Pearl version, after Metal Gear Solid 3 ended. Oh, Pokemon Pearl. I still don't look on you too keenly because you're fricking... were formerly my least favorite Pokemon game. Oh, God. Frickin' Pokemon Pearl was... it dragged. I got to remind myself how slow it was, and that was the bulk of my commentary. This game's so slow. Everything's taking forever. Why do they have to do it this way? Hey, the physical special split is nice, so I can build a good team. But this game's still slow. It basically just went on that chain for a long time. Oh, do you even have anything to show me here, I wonder? I did do the final stage with you. They didn't even tell me that there was a Luigi ghost here. I wonder if there's even anything you can show me that's worthwhile here. Oh my God, we burst! Help! I have to watch and battle these guys, too. Not that you can do it faster than me, though, Luigi. You know that. These guys do follow a steady pattern as well. They basically don't repeat themselves doing, other things. Alright, Luigi. I would follow you, but I have a green star to get over here, so if you don't mind... thanks for showing me the way, I guess. Wait, it is over here, right? Yep, right over there. I probably should follow him. I'll consider that for next time. Alright, so, yep, those two games went on for a bit. And I got into Mega Man Legacy Collection. Sundays had Kirby's Canvas Curse. And then after that ended, another project that basically finished off the whole year. It pretty much did. Sonic Rush Adventure! A sequel I did not expect I'd be doing, but I thought about it, I was like, you know what? May as well do it since I did Sonic Rush. May as well get the sequel there for those that are curious. And I realized I like the gameplay of Rush Adventure better. But the execution of all the world exploration and the story for Rush Adventure, though, and the mission mode, definitely make it feel weaker. I mean, it's definitely got more to it than the original Rush, so I guess it's more bang for your buck. But at the same time, definitely not as iconic. The approach is a little rougher. Still fun, though. And that was how I finished off 2022 to get us to the year we are now. There's not that much else left to go over. Man, I got through this one really quick. After Crash Team Racing ended, oh yes, to go alongside Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. I did a game that basically was not in the frickin' Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. That should have been! Mega Man Base! Oh crap, I forgot the Luigi Ghost. If he just showed me the dig spot for... oh, he'd probably show you the secret route. That's probably what he did. Ah, that is a secret worth going over this stage, actually. Although I do remember the green star for here, it's not that. I think I need the Dash Yoshi for the green star here, if I remember. It's towards the end. But yep, I did Mega Man Base, the Super Nintendo emulated fan translation version, because I did not want to do the Game Boy Advance version. But I did do that in my own time and realized, yeah, I'd rather play Super Nintendo version. Like, the Game Boy Advance version for Mega Man Base is still playable, but it's definitely not the same. Because, well, the screen crunch definitely makes it worse. I was spoiled by my Mega Man fan Kickstarter Koshi by my friend Kickstarter Koshi telling me, yeah, don't bother playing the Game Boy Advance version. Although, in all fairness, I did try Game Boy Advance version first through emulation because I, wanted to play the official version. And I was like, you know what? The music of this sounds like crap. Let me emulate the Super Nintendo version. And I did. I was like, yep, I'm playing this version. Screw the Game Boy Advance version. I actually did that before my friend told me about it, but you know what? I remember I told him about it when I was playing through it. He was like, you're playing the Super Nintendo version, right? I was like, yep. And, yeah. I was actually playing that game my own time, so it got me back to Mega Man to begin with. Honestly, it felt like a long time coming to get to Mega Man and Base for the channel. Then again, it only felt proper playing that after I played Mega Man 7. And, well, I technically got to it before I played Mega Man 8, but you know what? It was fine. I mean, you got to see the aesthetic for 8 afterwards, so I at least wanted to get to the end of Mega Man 7 before Mega Man Base, and the timing was absolutely perfect. Wow, why is my timing for that year so good? And that basically continued on towards the end of the year, so that was fun. In fact, if I remember, that Sonic Rush Adventure ended, like, right at the very end of the year. So, yay me again for having good timing. Ow! You didn't need Cloud Mario anyway. You were going to lose it in the next segment. So there you go.
Where did you come from? Hey! Was that your special one already?
Hang on, I gotta get some green stars first. You would, Mario. My god, that is basically every project that year, isn't it? Yeah. Holy crap. Alright, and well, since Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 ended a little earlier than I would have thought it would. Oh wait, no, I don't even need Dash Yoshi. Because using Dash Yoshi in here would be a freaking logical nightmare. Instead, right. I just need to do this right. Oh boy! Sacrificing Yoshi, actually needing to do that for a green star. And all feels right with the world. You suck, Mario. You really hate him, don't you? Yes! Wow, I didn't think you'd actually say yes. You're a dick. But anyway, yes. I basically ended the year with Ori, the Will of the Wisp blind, because somebody was really wanting to get me to get to it for so long, as did I. So I did it, and that is one of my favorite LPs, honestly. I thought Ori, the Will of the Wisp was great. As I say, it's probably one of my favorite games. That was a great time. I could mention other projects that technically came up before the year ended, but honestly, they had like one episode before the year ended, so I don't really feel like they need to be mentioned, so The year basically ended with Ori, the Will of the Wisp starting up, Pokemon Pearl finishing, and 2 more projects starting up as well. One that I keep forgetting I honestly did, because it was so short. But yep, year 10 review. I thought it was a great year. We'll come with a summary for it later. I think that was something I wanted to do for a while now. Before that, we're finally in the special world. World S. Let's hurry up and find these green stars. Oh god, they're under the environment, aren't they? They definitely are. So now I have to basically reveal where under this thing the green stars are. Well, that's freaking grand. Great fun old time trying to realize where they are. And there's one. Oh, at least this is easy. Then again, these might be faster because these stages are so small. We might be able to knock all this out in one more episode, potentially. Well, one of the stages might say otherwise. I think something else I wanted to go over for a while. So, since my 10-year anniversary of the whole channel ended, and I already technically came up with a word for it last time, I may as well say it this time. Drunk! Actually, no, that would probably be better for this year. Drunk. I guess some drinking did happen that year, didn't it? I don't remember anymore. I don't remember a lot of my drinking habits. That's not a good thing. Oh, God. You are an alcoholic. Probably. A little bit, honestly. But yeah, I finally wanted to go over some of my favorite co-op channels, my favorite projects for my co-op channel, the Lazy Dreamers. So you guys are curious about my co-op channel, I may as well go over some of them. Why not? Which, well, if I had to go over all my playlists I had here, let me see. Some of my favorite series. Going back from the very beginning, Because that is a channel that's also been going on for basically, well, 11 or 12 years since I've been there anyway. But I'm not going to go over a years in review for the co-op channel. That's probably better doing on the actual co-op channel. But I had my fun. A lot of games we did co-op. Some of the early stuff like Mario Party 2 through the camera, ugh. I get my involvement. At least Minigame Coaster was fun. Kirby's 20th Anniversary Dream Collection, we knocked out all those Kirby games on there. Kinda wish we would redo almost all of them. It's so far as I want to redo. Mario Party 4, I want to redo, and it wasn't fun for us. Smash Brothers series as a whole, I kinda wish we could redo a lot of that because camera quality. At least we did Wii U through the capture device. We still gotta finish off Ultimate. And again, we don't meet up as much anymore. Mario Kart 64, we've basically been redoing that in the form of, yeah, Versus series, so that one doesn't really count. New Super Mario U, wish we could redo that again. Although we did Luigi U, so I guess technically we don't really need to. Mario Party 3 was great. Ratchet & Clank All for One was weird. Castle Crashers was fun, but grindy. That one's not one I look back on too fondly. Skull Pilgrim vs. the World was a weird, quirky game to play. I thought it was a quirky beat-em-up. What a good one. It was definitely a great beat-em-up. And I felt like River City Girls definitely learned a lot from it. That was another good one, River City Girls, that me and Double X Studios did. Another one of my friends for the co-op channel. Oh yeah, should I be dedicating these LPs to some of my friends, huh? For my Mario Marathon. Already too late on 2 of them. Wait, is there a special route that one of these is on? Oh no, this one's here. Oh, this one's a dick. See, like this one, you gotta roll fast and jump up to that one. That's a dickish green star. Oh yeah, I forgot we did Diablo 3. That was a fun time and introduced our friend Nordiper to the channel, and well, I miss him. Then again, he's in Florida now. Whatever he's doing, I hope he's enjoying himself. I haven't fully stayed in touch with him every once in a while. It was more during the Smash Brothers DLC stuff, because, well, he was a big Smash Brothers fan, as was I. We played a lot of Smash Brothers Versus on that, so that was another one of my favorite things for the co-op channel. Doing the Smash Brothers Wii U Versus, particularly with him, we had a lot of fun conversations, and that was like probably the most competitive our channel got with Smash Bros. Me and him actually like duking it out was fun. I had a great time with that. We did Turtles in Time, a weird arcade version for one of the Turtles games on the GameCube, which is weird. Mario Party 5 is one of my favorites. King Slayer Koji got introduced once we got to Mega Man X and Devil May Cry. Maximum Carnage was a weird game we have yet to finish because, well, that game is hard. We tried really hard one day, but we just couldn't. And I had one of my most infamous moments of me freaking beating a boss in that stage, and then his fall from his death, knocking me off a wall, killing me, and causing a game over. Oh, that's still painful for me to remember. It was funny, though. Looking back on it, it was hilarious. I just wish it didn't happen to me. Then again, don't you always wish it doesn't happen to you? Oh wow, that was really all that path was, huh? It really was just that ramp. And yeah, Mario Party 6 and 7 along the way. We eventually, once we got to 5, because kind of by accident we ended up doing Mario Party 5 piecemeal. Instead of doing all the boards, trying to marathon them, we realized, you know, it's probably better to do Mario Party games, not doing every single board at once. Instead, we should, you know, break it apart and do every single board a bit at a time, instead of binging through an entire Mario Party. We learned at 5, that's why 6 and 7 I felt like were better off. We did do 2 boards at a time, and well, we felt the pain with that when doing, doing Mario Party, 7, because King Slayer Koshi's not a Mario Party fan. Sonic Shuffle we yet to finish because it's Sonic Shuffle. Mega Man games basically came out the wazoo. Basically all the Mega Man games I played, but more. The Power Battle arcade ones. Ooh, I could do that for a frickin' update video one day. Since they have an official arcade version released on consoles now. Ratchet & Clank series is great. Gears of War games were great. Star Fox Zero is okay. Dog Robotics Meet Bee Machine with Koshi going through was great. You're really marathoning it? Yup. Did Times Players 1 and 2 co-op with Koshi for that. Fun time. Even some Versus stuff there as well. Rayman 2 and 3 with Koshi as well. He did better 3 than I did. And 2 was an interesting experiment since it was basically blind for him. Mario Kart Versus stuff. At least Mario Kart 8 was great. 64 is okay. Double Dash was fine. Wii, forgettable because it was camera anyway. And, yeah, we gotta get to the deluxe stuff for that too. sports games we played, although NBA, what was the good one? It was NBA Jam. Yeah, we did a lot of NBA Jam. Mario sports games, I actually did verses on that, though, on the channel, though. Those were fun. The Sonic games, more so the retro ones, were great. We still get to adventure someday. We need to. During the COVID post-commentary fad we had, I did original Zelda 1 Second Quest. We did Mario 1 before that whole COVID thing started, actually. Zelda 1 Second Quest, Metroid 1, Sonic 3, and Knuckles, the Knuckles playthrough, because Koji did the Sonic playthrough. Pokemon Gen 2 we were working on. Pokemon Gen 1 we knocked out the whole thing. The Prime series with Koji going through was great. We did some verses on Kirby Air Ride, that was fun. We did Paper Mario, I thought it was still one of my favorite LPs. And, Jak and Daxter was in there, a lot of Mega Man, a lot of games that Koji wanted to do, because he basically ran out of co-op games to do along the time, so we just did a lot of solo games for Koji's channel. Koji had a lot of fun games, including Robotech Battlecry, a lot of fun stuff. I think that's about it. And some beat-em-ups along the way, of course. Like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Mega Battle was fun. I literally just marathon it. There's Versus series, but Smash Brothers is really one of the biggest one in Mario Sports. I had to take away from it. Oh, the Punch-Out video exists, which has over 100,000 views for some reason. Okay, Mario, I'm done. I'm done. You get up now. You get up now. Alright, sorry. I just wanted to marathon that. We got it all out of the way. So there we go. We don't have to go over the channel anymore. Then again, I guess I could go over year 11 for the next episode. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I'll think about it. Oh, God, he is thinking about it. But, yep. Year 10, year in review word. I still haven't thought of one for that yet. Weren't we gonna say drunk? Yeah, but... You know what? Fine. Drunk. Why not? Drunk with information and power. I don't know. Who cares? Alright, so, come back next time, everybody. It could... What? I'm thinking of whether I should call this the finale or not next time. Because, depending on how long it takes... It might be a painful finale. You know what? Fuck it. Painful finale. I need an excuse to do an update video anyway. So come back next time. We're going to have the finale of Super Mario Galaxy 2, where we get the last of the green stars, and our grand reward. You really think these last 8s are going to be hard? Oh, it's a reward that makes this thing painful. What did you say? Oh, yeah, ignorance is bliss. Just you wait and see, Mario, you lazy fuck.